welcome to Pop Chat. I'm Annette Tarley, the founder of The Passion of Poetry. And today with me, I have Peter Levi. Welcome, Peter.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
I was thinking we hadn't met, but then I remembered it was kind of an impromptu thing. We invited you to a open mic, I think. So, and you said
Oh,
that
yeah.
poem got published. So congrats.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, that's really cool. So, welcome to all the viewers. We don't usually have a huge amount of numbers. Usually they look at the recorded video later, but hopefully some will join us. So,
Yeah.
what I want you to do, Peter, is tell everyone about Peter. Whatever you want to divulge, personal information. You can, divulge your writing career, how long you've been writing, and I'm going to give you the stage. Here you go.
Alrighty. Hello, people of the interwebs. I am Peter William Levi. I really like my full name. I don't know why, but I really do. I was born and raised on a native reserve. Not really speaking my native tongue, so I got obsessed with English at a very early age. At about 11, I started reading dictionaries and writing poetry. Just basically trying to get to know myself, And as the years piled up, I just burnt my poems, just wrote them, burnt them, wrote them, burnt them, wrote them, burnt them. And just recently, I started saving my poetry and sharing it with everybody. Yeah. Got published.
Very good. So, yeah, don't burn your poetry. That's horrible. I can't imagine. Those are things you can't get back once you burn them. So maybe next time just tuck them away and put them in a safe deposit box somewhere or something.
Well, I saved them now.
Yes, I bet you do. So we have a couple of comments. One says, "Congratulations, brother. Please sign your comments unless you've changed the settings to identify you. Otherwise, you're just a Facebook user here." So. And then we have Jill Tate. Hi to you, lovely poets. Thanks for joining us, Jill. She's one of our admin on Passion of Poetry. So I actually have a surprise for you, and I'm going to play that now. I'm going to go to that before we do anything else, and then you can, of course, feel free to critique it. Here we go.
Wondrous myth, the rapidly rhyming wordsmith, slightly singing such syllables with his brutally blunt, accurate pith. Voice and vocabulary very vast, he's fluent in flowing facts fast, spinning such smooth sayings, slick sentence showing slayings. Have you seen the human dictionary, the mythical poetical blacksmith, forming lines so revolutionary, glorified as the wondrous wordsmith, with beautiful typography, poems aesthetically hypnotizing, it's exciting as pornography, as emotions start monopolizing. It's majestic artistry to behold, when it's a wordsmith in a solid gold, poetically expressing the untold, while sharing this heart of solid gold. Many murmurously claimed to be the legendary wordsmith, but I think that mastermind is nothing more than a myth. I'll do a monumental masterpiece, I don't need no church smith. I'm a powerful poet player, pondering humanity's pith. So searching through sweet sentences, and finding a silky smooth saying. So some sayers started shouting, wordsmith, wordsmith, wordsmith. It's majestic artistry to behold, when it's wordsmith in a solid gold, poetically expressing the untold, while sharing this heart of solid gold. Intuitive interactions, realizing recent real reactions, as alternating alterations simulate some sort of sensations. I'm not knowing what's showing but going, word that speaks for itself while flowing. I'm bestowing while glowing while crowing, and every single line is mind-blowing. With an unreadable word combination, cloaked in the sensitive information, got a mastery in communication, and helps people find their true destination. With soothing sentences that serenade, cause a reminiscence with every word. The wondrous wordsmith and renegade is hammering at humanity's bird. It's majestic artistry to behold, when This wordsmith is solid gold, poetically express the untold, while I'm sharing this heart of solid gold.
So there you go.
Bam.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah.
that was actually two poems that I squished together into one song.
Wow, wow,
Half of that
cool.
song is published. Yeah.
Wow, wow. Well, later on, I'll go back and put your middle name. So I just saw it as
Mhm.
W. So
Oh
I'll add
yeah.
that later on, but we'll deal with that later. I
Okay.
swear every day I'm having a bad hair day. I
Oh no.
complain about my hair all the time. So tell me,
Oh, I always have a bad hair day. I just rock it. Go wild with it.
so tell me, what is your passion? I mean, I know the poetry is probably your passion, but tell me what it is that makes it your passion.
Well, even before poetry, I always had this passion to, not really a passion, a drive, a determination. I just always wanted to be the best at whatever I was doing. I don't know where it comes from, but I always push myself to do challenges and try my hardest to do what is not regularly done. Yeah.
Well, I think that that is actually a good attribute that we try to do our best
Mm.
and you know you try to excel at what you do. And I know that you love your poetry. We talked a little bit last
Mm.
night, chatting and so forth,
Mm.
and that we both. I think we everyone probably who writes feels like they somehow or somehow want to become immortalized, in the
Yeah.
annals of literature.
Mm.
So certainly we all have our place and our time. And for most poets, is after we pass. So that we really become immortalized. Few seem to make it before then, but
Mm.
afterwards, in retrospect, they think, "Oh, this is really good." So we'll have to see what happens in the annals of time. We've got a few more comments. Um,
Ooh.
Oh my God, do not burn them anymore, Jill says. And then best wishes to you both. Thank you. Thank you. Please identify yourself. And wow, the wonderful poetic rapper. Jill does a lot of songs actually. So
Ooh.
Jill does a lot of songs when she's on her open mic events. She'll very
Here's
often do
here's
that.
an actual funny thing. I actually love to sing. I love to sing, but when I make my own beats and I start reading them, I read them as if I'm reading a poet, like reading a poem. So it sounds like I'm rapping all the time. But I love to sing. I just can't sing my own stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's got, a poetic beat to it. So
Mm.
definitely lends to rapping, that's for sure.
Mm.
And then we have Whoa, I Love It. That was from, Christopher Michael Perez. Hi, Christopher. Is that a friend of yours?
Probably.
Probably.
Hello.
And Nice Brother. And then we've got Haha, it definitely monopolized my emotions. So, and
Woohoo.
then best wishes to you both. Thank you. And you can definitely tell there's great passion, energy invested in your art.
Thank
Indeed.
you.
And we have, let's see, that's my brother Pete. Love you, bro. Kobe.
Whoop, whoop. Hey, Kobe.
Hey, Kobe. Thanks for tuning in. And hello, Annette and William. Thank you, whoever you may be. Please don't forget to identify yourselves and sign your messages if you would. So tell me, is there anyone that influences you as far as an artist, wordsmith?
Actually, I do not read.
You
The
don't
only
read?
thing I read is a dictionary and a rhyming dictionary and a thesaurus. Those are
There's
the
a
only
sort.
books I read. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not one of those people that tries to pull out really tough words because I usually don't even read those. I usually don't. I always say it takes a great word artist to choreograph plain language
Mm.
into such a way that it emotes people. So put
Well,
away your thesaurus and use some just
oh, here's the
simple,
kicker though.
yeah,
Every
simple
time I
language.
try to say something,
Yeah.
I either have to say, I need the thesaurus because for some odd reason I say the same things over and over again, and I need
Well,
different words that mean the same thing.
yeah, no, I get what you're saying. No, I appreciate that. You
Yeah.
just don't want to pick something out that's most people don't know,
Oh no,
you know?
like my
Yeah.
philosophy with poetry is kind of different. I believe poetry should be explaining the unexplainable, imagining the unimaginable, and translating the untranslatable.
That's
Translating,
excellent.
that
That is
means
excellent. That's
simplifying.
yeah, that's deep. And see, those are all easy words that we can understand, but it's a deep concept.
Hmm.
So it's deep. I like that a lot. That
Well,
I
most of my
I'll have to try.
poetry is
I'll have to rewatch this later and remember that quote. It's really marvelous. So that's great. Love it. Love it. So
well,
we
most of my
have
poetry is for my son. Yeah, so I try to make it simple. I try to take complicated ideas and make them simplified for him. Hmm.
how old is your son?
He's 12.
Oh, cool. You know, I did that actually. I took one of my poems and wrote a children's book last year. The dragon,
Ooh,
the bird and the dragonfly.
cool.
So yeah,
Hmm.
yep. Alan Johnson told me the other day. I don't know if you know Alan Johnson. He's kind of the voice of the poets, but
Hmm.
he the other day told me that he loves that book. So that really meant a lot to me. I don't know if you're
Cool.
listening, Alan, but glad that you like that book. It's a sweet book. It really talks about diversity.
Hmm.
So maybe you can influence your son. Does he write yet?
Ooh, not yet. I did give him a few poems. Well, he was playing with a beat maker and he made some beats.
Hmm.
So I was quite impressed. And then he asked somebody, like random people, for lyrics. And I was sitting there thinking, why doesn't he ask me? So I sent him a few poems. I said, here you go, play with those.
It's different when you're the parent. I found that my children really don't care so much about my work now. I think one day they'll come to appreciate it, but I don't know what it is. But usually, as a general rule, children are very overwhelmed by most of our our works.
Hmm.
I found, for the most part. So, if you could, I ask this question all the time. You have come across Aladdin's lamp, and you get three wishes. What
Hmm.
three wishes are you going to wish for? It
What
doesn't
three
have to
wishes?
all be related to poetry, it can be anything in the world.
Hmm. You know what? I never really thought that deep about. Well, I thought too deep about it before, like based on wishes.
All right.
And there's nothing I want in this world.
Wow. Wow.
All I want to do is share my perspective.
That is
Hmm.
great. So
So I
nothing.
think so I think if I were to get three wishes, I would wish for more readers, um, more supporters, and I'm just thinking of another word for reader. I just want bigger reach.
Audience,
Yes.
bigger audience. That's
Hmm.
cool.
It
Well,
doesn't
look at
necessarily
you.
mean more money. I
You're
just want a big
selfish.
audience.
I'm
Hmm.
sorry, sir.
It doesn't necessarily mean I want money. I just want a big audience.
That's
Hmm.
right. Exactly. Exactly. I think notoriety and being noticed by people is probably worth much more than any money can could offer. You know, getting feedback from them. We do repeat ourselves, but this is our unique poetic stamp. That's what Jill says. And Greg Etzel here. I love opera.
Ooh,
Are we doing
I
opera?
love opera too. I love to
I
sing opera.
I am not. Well, you can sing it for me. I would be fine with that. But typically, I'm not an opera person. But do you want to sing some opera for us?
Oh my goodness. Last time I sang opera live, or last time I sang live, I choked up and everything. I was in a singing contest last week or last month. Whew, I had a mom spaghetti moment. Yeah, I froze up, forgot all the words.
If you want to sing at any time, I would be welcome that immensely. So
Hmm.
just if you want to break out in song, you just let me know. Somebody said hello.
Whoop
What?
whoop, hello.
Hello. Got a
Hmm.
hi. Please sign your messages so we know who you are. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Being able to get more hearts and minds, a great desire to have. Yes, indeed. Do you know the Crypto Jedi?
The Crypto Jedi. Hmm?
Uh-huh. That's what he said. I can't sing, says Greg Etzel. And at last, not really into opera. Jill isn't there. Some opera I like. It just has to be in English so I can understand it. If it's in a
Oh
different
yeah.
language, I kind of can appreciate the music, but if I can't understand what they're saying,
Yeah.
I just, I don't know what to do with it. So tell me what it is that you like to write about the most. Is there a subject matter that you take
Me.
on?
I am
You?
extremely full of myself.
Wow.
I actually
You
have the
need to, you need
confidence level
you
of
need to go outside of
infinity.
you. You got to go outside of there. You got to go
Yeah.
delve into those other places. Yeah, well,
Hmm.
that's good that you write about you. But
But here's the kicker.
yeah,
I believe I am infinity.
you believe you are infinity. Hmm.
It's a weird kicker. You'd have to read half my poetry to understand that. But I'm still trying to
Yeah.
figure out how to simplify it into one poem. Like that's pretty much my idea is take big complicated theories and my
Mhm.
perspective and my beliefs and try to explain them in a way that everybody can understand. Hmm.
Yeah. But challenge yourself sometime. I think it's good for us to kind of get out of our comfort zone every once in a while. And I do that
Hmm.
sometimes. I change my style or
Oh
I'll
yeah.
choose a different subject matter.
Oh, I got
And
a challenge for you.
okay.
Try a poem that every word is an alliteration.
Hmm. Every
That's a
word
challenge.
is an alliteration.
Hmm.
And how do you find alliteration?
One word at a time.
One word at a time?
Yep. I write down a word and then I just let another word pop in my head. And if it makes a sentence, awesome. If it doesn't make a sentence, I'll put the word aside and save it for later.
Wow. So when you write, do you physically write? Do you put it on your phone, computer? How do you
Oh,
write?
it's all on my phone.
It's all on your
Yep.
phone? You got a
Yes,
backup system? You got a
I,
backup system in case
I
it goes?
hope so.
Yeah, me too. Do you have a cloud where you can put all your stuff? You know, those virtual
Oh,
clouds?
yeah. Mhm.
Because Jill, who has joined us today, lost I don't know 5,000. I don't know an enormous amount of poems that were on her phone. She
Ooh.
did retrieve them, I think she said, because she has a cloud.
Oh, check
So
this out. Here's an example of what I just said.
why don't you go ahead and I'll give you the stage and you can go ahead and recite.
All
Okay.
right. So this is one of my well, when I wrote this, I only had one thing in mind. Alliteration, alliteration, alliteration. It was a challenge. So it might not make a lot of sense, but it's poetry. It doesn't always make sense. But here we go. This is ascension of my audience. Intertwined intuitive interactions, realizing the recent reactions, as alternating alterations stimulate some sort of sensations. Cheerful crowds creating capital craze, righteous rambling realities raise, while whimpering wondrous wizard ways miraculously makes members mute maze. All around ascended and amplified, and as angelic audience applied, dedicatedly to dreary dreams denied, sorrowfully seeking, searching, oops, they both mean the same thing. Soulfully searching, starting to subside, as angels are assisting achievements, recovering our recent achievements. Recovering our recent resentments. There it is. Whew. Tongue
That
twister
was
on me.
that was great. You go ahead and recite another one.
All right. Okay. Do at random. Okay, here's the one at random. This one's called The righteous realizations. Oh, these are all sonnets. I really love sonnets. In a race to chase God's golden grace, we find deep, dark, devilish desires. So let's face the space and simply embrace, as evil experiences expires. Trapped in this inner battle for balance, on the right and wrong and short term to long, as we're simply trying to make more sense, sway into the song of the weak and strong. We'll feel this holy knowing while glowing, as we bring a pause to reflect with teardrops. And now we're slowly showing the flowing, everything because energy has no stops. Reviewing renowned reincarnations, revealed the righteous realizations.
Great. Hold on just a second. I think I accidentally muted you. Sorry about that. Let me switch you over. And that was great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing
Ooh-wee.
that.
I never read that one in a
Like to
while.
write, you like to write sonnets.
What's that?
So you like to write sonnets,
Oh,
which
yes.
are very specific, line specific. Is it 14 lines? 14 lines for sonnets or 12? 12 or
Oh, I
14?
forget now. You see,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 lines.
Yeah. It has a specific amount of lines. I wrote one
14
time,
lines.
not knowing that
3
it had specific
syllables.
lines, and wrote 12 lines and was corrected.
Oh, the first time I wrote a sonnet was an accident.
It
I
was an
was just
accident.
I was writing free form. I didn't know anything about styles. And then somebody told me, wow, do you know what a sonnet is? I was like, no. I was like, that's a nice sonnet.
Yeah, sonnets are nice. I like to write them as well. We have more, let's see, a lot more. We have a very active group. Nine is
Oh,
quite a bit.
that's a little
So
thing people can
we
keep an eye
have,
out for. So,
yeah, we have a lot here. Let's see. Okay, so we have here. That's my dad right there. Whoop whoop. Is that your son?
whoop
Hey,
whoop, more than likely, hey buddy.
who to your son? What's your son's name?
Damien Dean William Levi.
There you go. Hey, Damien. Nice to see you here. We got a hey, Petey, and hello, Annette. Hi. You know, Pete was my now deceased brother's name. A name
Ooh.
that's very near and dear to my heart. Ah, Damien got you such a cool dad. That's Jill. That's neat. And then we were all in individuated expressions of the infinite. Wow, that's.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who said that. Proud of you
Whoop
and
whoop.
you.
Thank you.
Very good. Hopefully that's from your son. That is a great thing. So glad I have time to watch now. Hi, Loy Monroe. She's a sweet soul. Good to see you there, dear. And Jill said she got all of hers back on cloud. You're not going to get the ones you burned, though.
Oh no, those are gone.
I'm
Like
afraid those are.
prayers sent up to the heavens.
Yeah, too bad Phoenix can't rise above the ashes in that little mess. So,
Ooh, I got a poem about Phoenix Rising.
oh, cool. You'll have to read it. Well recited. And we have Whoop and tongue twisters, Jill says. Another
Yeah,
bravo.
my
And
favorite.
great, Peter, dear, says Lloyd. And thank you, dear. And then no one can hear him. That's because
Oh
I
no.
accidentally muted him. Sorry. I was trying to put you back in the thing. A wonderful wizardry of William. That's almost a tongue twister, Jill.
Ooh.
And 14. Yep, 14 is a sonnet. I thought. Well done, Annette. I'm not so sure what I did. I think the muting part. They're facetious. And well done, Peter. Well, thank you. Maybe it wasn't the muting part, but thank everyone for being so interactive and joining us this morning, or
Woo,
this
you guys rock.
wherever you are in the world. So, isn't that lovely? She's singing opera. Hey, she's singing opera. It's doggy opera. Sorry about that.
Nice.
Never know when she's going to, do her thing. So, Can you tell me what advice you would have to someone who is just getting started in poetry and trying to hone their skill? What kind of advice would you give to the up and budding poet?
Well, I would say get yourself a dictionary, but I don't have a dictionary.
Well, you have a phone, so you can do stuff on the phone, right?
No dictionary in the book, because when you got a book, you got every single word in alphabetical order. And when you're writing alliterations, that is a cheat code.
Oh, yeah. I imagine if you don't have it like in your
Mm,
hand, then yeah, that would be
yeah.
difficult. You're right. You're
So
right.
that's what I like about alliterations right now, because it's all coming from my head. But when I
Uh-huh.
get a dictionary, I'm just going to be flying through. My whole poem's going to be packed full. It's not even going to be a challenge anymore.
That's cool. That's cool. Is there anything that is off limits for you as far as writing? Something that you really wouldn't write about or you wouldn't care to write about?
Well, I tend to not I write everything, but I tend to not publish um, negativity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I'm angry and I write, that's just to get it off my chest. And I'll pack it away, save it, whatever. If I'm sad, I'll write, pack it away, save it, whatever. But if I feel like somebody needs this, like if somebody can learn something, or if they can feel like they're accepted or they feel like they're not alone, then I'll share it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good. So
But
if
yeah, I
there's
try to
any,
stick away from negativity.
I think that's wise. I think that's wise. I think that there are sometimes dark places that we can go in our poetry that sometimes can be helpful to others if they're feeling down
There's
and out.
nothing
But
wrong with dark poetry, though, people. People out there, there's nothing wrong with expressing yourself just the way you need to express yourself.
yeah,
That's just not my style.
yeah, I think yeah, so many people can express themselves in so many ways. I think that's the power of the pen.
Mm.
So we have a lot of power in it. So if you could go anywhere in the world on a trip, where would you go to?
Oh my God, this is so simple. I'd probably just go back home,
Where's home?
back to the native reservation.
Oh,
Go
are you
see my
Native
boy.
American? Are you Native American?
Yes, I am.
Cool. What tribe or
I'm Mi'kmaq. Yeah.
Mi'kmaq? I've not
Yeah.
heard of Mi'kmaq. I almost got a job recently. I came really close. I would have probably almost been there in Colorado working on a Native American settlement and taking care of the Native Americans, and I so still want to do that.
Mm.
Um, but because of a health issue or trying to figure out if I have the health issue, I'm still
Oh
got to get
my.
some more blood work done. I had to decline it, but I really want to work with that set of people. I really want to. There's just something about the Native Americans that is very endearing to me.
Oh, 1 minute. Well, Jill, if somebody is really sad or really scared, sometimes they need to read some negativity so they know they're not alone. They're not alone in their struggle.
Yeah, Jill says nobody needs to read about negativity. I write about negativity sometimes, a little. Sometimes I try to do it tastefully. I wrote
Just
one recently. I wrote one recently in Old English called something about a snake.
ooh.
Yeah, it's a strong one actually,
Hmm.
but I need to get some anger out, and yeah, something about a slithering snake. So it was actually quite, but it's in Old English. Have you ever written in Old English before?
Oh my goodness, those humble me. I gotta pull out the
Really?
dictionary every time I read Old English.
Oh, thee and thy and thou and doth.
They
Yeah.
confuse me all the time. I gotta pull out the dictionary. I was just like, what is this? What am I reading?
Really? Seriously? Thee, thou, thy, and doth?
It
Oh,
just doesn't stick in my head.
oh, wow, wow. Well, you probably understand mine though. Mine's not too complicated.
Hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out where we left off. Great going, carry on, and we have so cute. Not sure what was cute. Sure, it's probably you. Ha ha. She's letting us know she. Ha ha, she's letting us know she approves of Peter's work. Well, of course I approve of his work. I love his work. Why do you think I had him on? Nice. I feel that. Agree with Peter. And keep writing. And we got, yes, nobody knows it needs to know about negativity. I don't know what that means. And then we have a little love heart. And we have, oh, I love thee. Thy doth too. So, and then the dog approves of her work. Oh, yes, yes, indeed. Well, except for I'm not presenting my work, so we're doing Mr. Peter today. So I mean his work. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. I didn't read further down. So why don't you go ahead and share another piece with us? You mentioned you have a piece about something. What was that we were talking about? I can't remember.
I forgot, but I got looking at my phone, I got 79 sonnets and 22 prose poems. I like to rhyme. Let's look at the sonnets. Oh, I'm actually looking at. Usually, when I read live, I really just pick one that's random because I'm always like looking through them, never knowing what to read. So I should just really pick one at random. Ooh, you know what? This one's off my album. Well, not my album. Well, I'm releasing an album next year. Right now, I got like 5 songs. But yeah, check this out. This one is called Brainwave Hackers. Yeah. The frequency of your emotional state is balancing your personality trait. This radio is tuned with meditation, or it can be controlled with medication. We're measuring the personas that they create. The level of our brain waves we don't debate. We never got the proper education. Are you ready for mental masturbation? As you sleep, falling deep like a sheep for the reap. I sit neat in my seat, full of heat, no defeat. Third, I freak on the street, make no creak while I shriek. My technique is unique, can't critique this mystique. Can you control craving, emotional thirst? Or does balancing emotions make you feel cursed? Fully aware about following formality. Unchain and be free. Control your reality. But in your current mental state, you're unversed. This brainwave activity must be reversed. All this art reprogramming our morality. It's time to take back stolen mentality. It's all cool to be cruel to a fool within school. Can't compute the dispute, I'm a free shoot for the root. Don't spite what I write from this height, it's delight. Don't be blind, open mind, we designed humankind. Dungeons and Dragons is a wonderful game. Growing and leveling are kind of the same. Understanding this makes one monolithic. So break the mold and become megalithic. Simply choose a self and set the past aflame. I'll show you how to reprogram your mainframe. My frequency is very scientific, but also creative and unspecific. Maniac will unpack and attack with brain hack. Booby trap with the rap as I slap on that cap. Gone insane from arcane in my brain I can't explain. I'll dilate my debate and calculate this new trait.
Wow, that's great. So when you were reading that, I was thinking to myself, so are there some of those words that you coin yourself, like megalithic or whatever that was that you? I mean, are there some that you just come up with yourself?
Well, in that poem, that's a word. Yeah.
Megalithic?
Megalithic. Yeah.
I haven't heard that one, so I need to get out my own dictionary and thesaurus, I guess.
Yeah. But actually, you caught me though. I do make up words sometimes.
Well, I'm sure you do.
And even in one of my poems, I say that I made up a word.
Yeah. Well, that's good though. There's a couple words I've made up. So one of them is hypodekia. Hypo means less than or under. So hypodekia is not playing with a full deck of cards. Yeah. So you do the same thing I do, and that is you're going through your phone. I never prepare ahead of time. I'm last minute trying to figure out what I'm going to read as well. So I do that. So we have a lot more comments. We have a very busy and active group.
You actually made me think of a poem.
Yeah, you should. So Kelly Owen is here. I don't know if you know wow. Check out how many are on here. Yeah, this is more than usual, so 8's quite a bit. If we could get up to the double digits, I'd even like that more. I love your happy persona. It speaks volumes, lad. That is, if she says last, it's me. I don't know who that's from, but thank you. And yes, Callie Owen is such a likable, popular lad. There you are again, a lad. We got another woo.
Whoop whoop.
Nice reading. Some
Thank
claps.
you.
We have I'm enjoying what I'm hearing. Sorry I was late. That's Kelly Owen. And try Mahusiv. It's mine. Mahusiv? Mahusiv.
Your last name.
That's apparently a word that of Jill's, Mahusiv.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking a minute ago was making up words. My favorite word I made up was wordsmithery.
Wordsmithery.
Yep.
Are you sure you made that up? Wordsmithery?
Yep.
Okay. Wordsmithery.
Sounds real, eh?
Huh?
It sounds real, eh?
Yeah, wordsmithery. It sounds like something I'd make up actually. Megalithic. A very
There it is.
stone on or ancient structure. Megalithic. So somebody just looked it up. There you go.
Yeah.
And then such a talent. Great.
Thank you.
Great interaction. Thank you everyone for interacting so well. And love, she loves the wordsmithery. Yeah, it's a great word. Now we're just going to have to steal it from you.
But here's the kicker. That word comes with a poem. A poem.
Oh, well, I'll give you the stage back. Hold on.
Because this poem is defining the word. Yeah. This poem's called, this is a prose, so don't expect any rhymes or fancy alliterations. It's just me speaking my mind about wordsmithery. Okay. This one's called Wordsmithery at Play. Today I was enjoying plenty of poetry, examining the aesthetics, rhymes, lines, and typography. Then I seen a creative background with colors so amazingly hypnotic, seemingly telling half of the story. I felt as though I had no choice but to thoroughly read this one slowly and absorb its beauty with what it seemed to be a perfect presentation. I began to read, then suddenly I was pulled in, reminiscence so intensely vivid. My life flashed before my eyes. With every word I've read, I felt so calm and at peace. Is this heaven? Wow, what amazing wordsmithery. A wordy wizard soulfully slaying, using just enough imagination to send me straight to the gates of heaven. Wordsmithery at play.
Wow, you know what I liked about that actually is that you changed your style a little bit. That was more prose kind of, and I like that. That was good. I like that a lot.
Thank you.
So see, you got outside your box. You can do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Jill says that she loves the word wordsmithery. I think we already did that. Jill says she's got to leave. You rock. And I like this. My word is fig literary. Fig literally. Oh, fig literally. Fig literally, meaning figurative and literally at the same time. Fig literally. I like that. Identify yourself though, because we don't know who you are that likes that word. It's a great word. Please,
mystery person with a mystery word.
Please put fig literary. Wow, I have a hard time with that. Fig literally in your comment section and sign your name so we know who you are. All right. So then we have nice. So good. More applause. Totally awesome. So I say yay. And it's a tongue twister. Yeah. It doesn't take much for my tongue to twist. So, and then this, that's Christopher Michael Perez.
Ooh.
Hey, Christopher.
Hey, Chris. What's up?
You know Chris.
Yeah.
So, great word, Chris. Love that. Big,
Hmm.
yeah. I have, my words are like educated and things like that. So, I don't have any great words. My dad used to say, "What was it? You made my feel bad hurt." If you hurt his feelings, my feel bad. I always thought that was cute. Well, what inspires you to write? What inspires you to write? William?
Inspires?
Yeah.
Oh, um, education. Yes. Mostly, well, most of the time, I relax around a bunch of crazy people, like literally, and I wait for somebody to trigger me. Usually, I don't talk. I do not talk. And when I
Really?
feel like I want to talk or say something to somebody,
Yeah.
I start writing it down. And then by the time I'm done, I have an amazing poem. And I don't waste my words or waste my energy or get mad at nobody. It's just all cool.
Yeah. Wow. So you don't talk a lot. So that's
No.
interesting. So you're a listener,
Facebook
which is
triggers me
which,
a lot.
which is a
I
good
scroll
thing.
through Facebook all the time, read a comment or read a post, and I'm just like, no, this person's wrong. And I just correct them. Halfway through my comment, I realize this is a poem. Copy paste.
Very good. Well, we got two digits for a while now. We have at least 10 people. So up back down to 9. For 2 seconds, we had 10 people.
Woo!
I always want to get into the bigger digits. Then we have, well done, both of you. Thank you, Amber. And hi from Jeff. Is it Jeff? Is it Jeff?
Ooh.
Just dropping by. Hi. How are you?
Hello.
And nice. Observe, listen, write. Very good, Amber. Indeed. I think observation is a huge plus for
Mm,
writers that we observe things. And I
yeah.
think that a lot of our writings comes from observation and in introspective, type of things that we go into the soul and kind of just dig deep and write.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, is there anything that you would like to say to the viewers, those who are your fans and that follow you? Would you like to give them a shout out? Because I'm sure there are many people
Oh
that
my
are
god.
here now and that will
All
be
I would
watching.
like to say to my supporters and readers is I'm sorry. I can be better.
We all
I
can
gotta
be better.
I want to post every day, but I'm not posting every day. So
Yeah,
I can be better.
yeah. We all can be better, and even our works, hopefully continue to evolve and improve. And um, it's a journey. Writing
Mm,
is so. Well, we've
mhm,
about come to an end, and I really appreciate your coming on today and us spending time with me and agreeing to do pop chat. It's been wonderful to have you and to show your works, and
mhm.
really appreciate your kind of coming on off the cuff, so to speak.
It
So,
was awesome. Mm.
yes, applause to you, Peter William Levi, and
Whee!
thank you, your uh, son, for joining us. We're going to go through a couple more comments real quick before we
Oh,
leave.
moment. Very quick. What here?
Uh,
Everybody, pick up my book, Fractal Reflections, Scroll 2. There.
Indeed.
That's all I got to
And
say.
then we have We All Wish We Were Better. Yes, indeed. And yes, a journey for sure, Amber. And we have a ha ha, I believe in you and constantly and consistently inspire me, brother. Very nice. Very nice comment. And thank you so much. Enjoyed. Thank you. Surprised I knew what that was, actually. That's the first time I've seen TYM or SM. So I think that's what it means. Thank you so much. So
Hmm.
thank you for joining us. More claps and good job from both of you. So love and blessings to you all. Thank you for joining us for Pop Chat. Thank
Whoop,
you,
whoop.
Peter, for being the inspiration and just putting your works out there and letting us admire your works. Thank you so much. Love and peace to everyone, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
Bye-bye.